What are ya doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around at the Sil'dih excavation site with her mind set on turning Ul'dah into the land o' the walking dead. Your concern for Hildy is most touchin', but don't ya worry. Mommy dearest isn't going to let her beloved son kick the bucket that easily. What are ya doing dilly-dallying around here? Let me jog your memory. There's a moonsick maid digging around at the Sil'dih excavation site with her mind set on turning Ul'dah into the land o' the walking dead.
We've managed to track down Miss Ellie just up ahead, where your friends watch over her as we speak. Yet no matter how many times we try to reach out to her, she refuses to so much as answer. Needless to say, we considered physically incapacitating her. But that crate she's sitting on isn't just a makeshift chair, it's filled to the brim with the traitor's spurn. One misstep, and the consequences could be dire indeed. You are our only hope, Miqo'te. Even in her single-minded rage, surely the time you spent together must still count for something. You need not put yourself in undue danger. I only ask that you step forth to where your voice may be heard and call out your friend's name. I beg of you, Miqo'te. Surely if anyone can convince the woman to abandon her madness, it is you.
With a chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to call out Ellie, and convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason.
Miss Ellie. And I thought we were friends.
Oh. To think this girl and her sister were behind the crimes all along. I dare say this realm is awash with capable adversaries.
You'd do well not to anger the lass, friend. She's sitting atop an ample supply of that zombie powder, and I suspect she's not afraid to use it.
It beggars belief that I could have been so blind. With a chat mode and say, use your keyboard or the software keyboard to call out Ellie, and convince your erstwhile friend and companion to listen to reason.
Miqo'te. I suggest you leave this place while you still can. I bear you no grudge, but should you so much as think of interfering, I'll not hesitate to turn you into a zombie too.
So it was you, after all. Consider me disappointed. Your sister Cecy is already in custody. Surrender now and I will see that no harm befalls her.
How little you understand us, Inspector. Then again, how could one born into a life of power and privilege ever hope to understand? Cecy and I have no family, no friends, no fortune, nothing. Two sisters against the world, with only our quest for justice to give us meaning. Long ago, we made a vow, should the worst happen, our mission takes priority over all. Yes, over our own wretched lives. Do you see now? Anything I might have once had to lose, I lost long ago. Now stand down, or suffer the same fate as the Ul'dah dogs you would defend.
Ellie, stop this madness.
I'm sorry, Inspector.
There's too many of them.
All in a day's work for a Manderville man. And now, it's hammer time.
You only delay the inevitable. I have an entire legion of the undead at my beck and call. Face it, it's only with Inspector Hildibrand's ridiculously good fortune that you even made it this far. And he's as good as 6 fulms under.
Be forewarned, girl. Know that I speak from experience when I say, underestimate Hildibrand, and you do so at your own peril.
I'm afraid you underestimate me as well. No mere splash of holy water can stave off the effects of the trader's spurn. I fear the good inspector's luck has finally run out.
Thal's balls, is there no end to them? I'm not liking our chances, Greg, was it?
It's a shame to lose you, Miqo'te. Warrior of light that you are, you might yet have served one last purpose for us. Go forth, my zombie minions.
When darkness falls, and hope fades to despair, 4 warriors born of light shall descend, in the righteous glare, bugger me with a broadsword, are my eyes to be believed? That pose. No, these are not 4 warriors of light that I see. They are 4 gentlemen of light.
Just so, my good man. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, has made his triumphant return. Did you miss me?
We meet again, girl. Tell me you've got my snurble tunic. or I'll fashion myself a wig from your lovely locks after I've ripped them clean from your bloody head.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Eliezer. COR, you're looking absolutely resplendent today.
Impossible. The holy water couldn't have cured him.
It didn't. Fortunately, our overlord spent quite some time building up an immunity to zombie powder.
When we heard that Master Zombibrand was at risk of joining the actual dead, we knew we had to take action.
Immunity, to... I'm just going to pretend that makes any kind of sense.
The game is up, Miss Ellie. Pray abandon this madness. Besides, plots of mass murder hardly suit a lady like yourself.
It's over. It's all over. Inspector Briardian. You said there was something you would tell me when all was through. I imagine you have no words for me now.
Ellie, your powers of deduction are wanting. You said that you had lost everything and everyone you had to lose, did you not? As for me, I have found something, someone, with whom I intend never to part. I care not if it takes years, even decades. When you emerge from your jail cell a free woman, I will be there. What say you?
Miss Ellie. While the crimes perpetrated by you and your sister are unpardonable, you are far from the only ones guilty. On behalf of the Syndicate, I offer my apologies for the false aspersions cast upon your ancestors. You said that the nation of Ul'dah was built on lies. Seeing what I have seen today, I cannot deny your words. It will not be an easy task to rewrite, nay, restore, history, but know this, I will do everything in my power to bring the truth to the fore.
Ahem. Are we not forgetting someone here? And by someone, I mean me. If you are quite done playing cloak and dagger, I require Miqo'te's presence for a matter of far greater importance. The time of our too long delayed confrontation is nigh. Why the long face, friend? But mayhap this will have you singing a happier tune?
Could it be? The treaty blade, and the true one, at that?
None other. And I have not the slightest intention of parting with it, save to the one who would defeat me in single combat. But I misspeak, it will not be single combat this time. Is that my cue, old friend?
Thal, be merciful. What is that abomination? Some new breed of void scent?
Abomination? I'll thank you to address my companion with courtesy, girl. Ah, but 'twas the most curious thing. There I was, hauling a crate full of crystals for Hildi's mother, and thinking how much better things would be if my dear friend Enkidu were here. Then came a flash from the heavens, and the next thing I knew, there she was.
By the gods, it makes perfect sense. Doubtless the crystals heard Greg's heartfelt plea, summoning forth his friend, nay, no mere friend, but rather the primal Enkidu.
And the world has now completely and utterly ceased to be bound by the laws of logic.
Miqo'te, you may have bested me in the past, but facing the two of us together will not prove so easy a task. And yet, I trust you will not shirk from the challenge. I, Enkidu, and I shall await you at Amdapur Keep. Tis a ways from here, but what better venue for our climactic confrontation? If you would claim the treaty blade, then claim it from me as a warrior. To the skies, Enkidu. To the skies.
Two against one? That's not very gentlemanly of you, Greg. Come, Miqo'te, to Amdapur.
This is a grave development, indeed. To think that one man could summon a primal on his own. I must send word to the Scions at once. Oh, but of course. I had near forgotten we had a warrior of light in our very midst. Please, Miqo'te. You are our only hope to slay the primal and reclaim the blade.
Look at the inspector go. I'm right behind you, Inspector.
Ellie. Forgive me. I'm sorry for deceiving you, Miqo'te. For what it's worth, it wasn't personal.
The gentlemen of light. COR, they were every bit as radiant as I pegged them to be. One day I'll be a hero myself, just you watch.
After 400 years, this might very well spell the end for the arbiters of truth. Whether or not to replace the fallen is a decision for my superiors to make. In either event, I have decided to renounce my position. I thought they were but white lies, but I have seen firsthand the suffering they can cause.
All's well that ends well, Miqo'te? Hildi's undead acquaintances were kind enough to make an appearance at my request. Who'd have thought zombies could be such gentlemen? I reckon it must be my son's good influence.
Ho ho ho. I knew that if anything could bring Hildi back from the undead, it would be my dear wife's hand-mixed holy water. That's the world-class culinarian I married. Ahem. Is that you, Miqo'te? Pray forgive me, I was right on Greg's trail when I encountered a subterranean curiosity that demanded my immediate attention. I will be concluding my investigation forthwith, but in the meantime, might I trouble you to entertain Greg and his primal friend in my stead? Together we will reclaim the treaty blade from that knave, Miqo'te. Yes, just go on ahead, I'll be along directly.
A giant of a man dressed in red rushed into the keep at great speed, leaving me powerless to stop him. You don't suppose he was one of the cultists?
What ho, Miqo'te? Have you seen Greg and his oversized avian companion? Lead me to them at once, and we shall deliver the coup de grace together. The battle has already been won? That is triumphant news, indeed. Clearly, the lessons you have learned from me have not been for naught. And what's this, you say? The treaty blade lies hidden somewhere in the nearby wood? Worry not, my ever-loyal associate, for no buried treasure will escape the keen eye of Hildibrand, agent of inquiry and inspector extraordinaire. Now, which way was the forest again?
Miqo'te. What news of the primal and the treaty blade? Remarkable. I knew the warrior of light would emerge triumphant. Let us hope that Inspector Hildibrand enjoys similar success in finding the blade.
Such design. Such craftsmanship. At once bold and powerful, yet sensitive and refined. I believe I've found the inspiration for my next masterpiece.
Of course they are beautiful. They were the greatest treasures of lost Sil'dih. To think that they were locked away in the vaults of those that destroyed our homeland and dragged our ancestors' names through the mud.
And just how did you come to know of these long-lost relics?
There was an ancient scroll passed down in our family, left to us by our dear grandmother. It spoke of the 4 warriors of light, their 4 relics, and an incantation of untold power. If we could have wielded this magic of legend, Ellie and I might still have had the last laugh. Alas, speaking the words had no effect. Only a warrior of light can wield the power, or so the legend goes. Ah, what I wouldn't have given to see it, the ultimate achievement of the greatest mags this realm has ever known.
And just what sort of incantation is this?
The ring casts open the doors of justice, the wise man whispers a verdict true. As Imma's virtue shines down from the heavens. To complete the incantation, the warrior of light would then hold forth the treaty blade and speak, blade in hand, I swear unto you. The legends differ as to what happens next, but all speak of a great holy radiance shining down from the heavens.
Over here, friends. Hildibrand, agent of inquiry, inspector extraordinaire, returns with tidings most triumphant. Behold, safe in my hands, none other than the treaty blade. And the real one, this time, I swear unto you.
Yes, yes, just like that. I swear unto you then.
My word. Whatever is this odd tingling sensation?
Ridiculous. Hildibrand isn't a warrior of light. He's just some fool who thought he could stop the lesser moon with his own bare hands.
It would seem the treaty blade is just as confused as the rest of us.
No. The light. Someone stop it. I won't stand to see the legendary power of our forefathers wielded by this muscle-bound buffoon.
skyward.
Well, I dare say that proved to be a most useful incantation, indeed.
And so the light of justice that shone from the treaty blade vanished the shadow, returning peace to the land. So the legend ended. I must say, I never expected it to be quite literally a beam of light. I suppose it wouldn't have been much use to us, after all.
Inspector. Oh, Inspector. Wait for me. Thal's balls, Hildy. First ye almost die at your poor mother's feet, and now ye fly off to God's nowhere without even giving her a kiss goodbye?
Ho ho ho. It appears that a case of wanderlust has once again struck Hildibrand, as it has many a Manderville man before him. Godspeed, my boy. When the day comes that you tire of mystery solving, your dear old man will be here to pass on to you the family art.
So in the end, the Sil'dih incantation of legend was willed not by a warrior of light, but a gentleman of light?
Well, the treaty blade is some 6 centuries old, after all. Perhaps it's not quite as sharp as it used to be. The magic that brought peace and happiness to the people of Ul'dah. It was every bit as beautiful as I imagined. To think I would see it with my own eyes, it's nothing short of a dream come true.
He bumbles and stumbles through yet another case, and still he manages to make a girl's dream come true. A gentleman to the end, the bloody bastard.
What's this? A glint in the corner of my eye. A curious scent, wafting in on the winds from a far-flung land. Do I smell a case? Worry not for me, my friends. For wherever the wronged want for succor, I, Hildibrand, shall be there. Till we meet again.